Saturday, the 23rd of May 2026. The thermals were forecast to be good enough at about 1 or 2 o'clock. I got to the hill just after 11 o'clock, just to be sure. I was the first one there, but was soon joined by Anthony, who has apparently flown from Rutland to Malvern on his paraglider before. It wasn't long before some more paragliders joined us, including Noel, Stuart and Ewan. It was too hot to wear my coat, so I took it off and stored it on the front of my harness. I saw Rob Davis walking up.
Oh yes, is it left hand or right hand today?
You first down, you can choose.
The thermals were small and punchy and weren't getting very high. I had lots of fun flying in front of the hill. When I couldn't stay up, I landed. When the wind blew, I launched again. If I wasn't going up, I would land again. I landed quite low this time and caught my wingtip on some gorse. It wasn't a problem though. I walked up a bit, then kited up to the fence. The plan was to land just above the fence, but there was enough lift to stay up, so I continued my flight. The thermals were getting better.
Alright, I might be landing.
I did a lot of flying, but I wanted to get really high and leave the hill. At some point, Alex and Noel left the hill, but I waited for it to get better. hill here, but decided against it. There were lots of flights and landings.
Bugger.
I thought I was going down here. It was okay. I explored off to the south. I don't know what I was thinking. Looked like I was headed for the bottom landing. I was going up. Look, there's Stuart down there. Where's he going? He's dived over the back with not much height, must be headed for the common. There he is by the railway line. It was getting later, so I decided to leave the hill, even though it wasn't working very well. I lost my lift and headed downwind. Look how low Stuart was. There's no chance of him getting up from there.
$372.
He still hasn't landed yet. He still hasn't landed. Five minutes later, and he's still hanging in there. He was doing better than me, so I went to join him.
Nice work. Yeah, you've done amazing.
Stuart headed off downwind. I followed him. I had a feeling that following Stuart was my best hope for getting out of here. Things were going well. We were climbing nicely and I was getting some good video of Stuart.
I hope you're getting some good video of me.
Yes, I should think so.
We continued to climb. When the lift stopped, we headed off downwind. I headed a bit to the left, where there was a bit of cloud above. When I hit a little bit of lift, I stayed to circle in it. I headed off towards Stuart as I could see him circling ahead of me. I put my coat on. I got to Stuart's thermal. Off on a glide again. More lift. I could see Stuart landing at Pershore ahead of me. I headed for the next cloud. Getting lower, I flew through something, but I wasn't at the cloud yet.
It's not any of it good enough to circle in. Not really. Was it? I don't think so.
There it is.
That looks like a cloud. You know what I mean?
Off on a glide towards Evesham. I could have settled for Evesham Station as a goal, but there were good-looking clouds to the left of Evesham, so I thought I might carry on to Honeybourne, the next station. Evesham was still an option though. At this point I was heading for the rugby pitches at Evesham. There was a bird climbing ahead below me. Climbed up and then followed the railway line to Honeybourne. It's nice now that it's warm enough to take my glove off and use my phone to check out where is good to land. I got to Honeybourne with plenty of height. I had a snack. I went for a little detour towards the cloud as I lost height and then headed for a landing. The landing field at Honeybourne has a play park, a large co-op supermarket and an artisan bakery, but I had enough of my own sandwiches and water with me. And
hello.
Anthony had flown beyond Banbury and Alex got almost to Banbury. I got the train to Worcester, where I joined my wife and daughter, who were at the shops.